We all have someone in our lives who makes things unnecessarily difficult. Maybe it's a boss who only looks out for themselves, a highly competitive relative, or a coworker who constantly undermines you. When we collide with these personalities, we usually default to one of three reactions. We get into a screaming match, we bite our tongues and suffer in silence, or we walk away, completely confused about why the interaction failed. Our mistake is assuming these people are simply erratic or inherently bad. We treat their actions as random chaos, making it impossible to prepare for the next encounter. Every human interaction is governed by predictable psychological systems. Once you understand the 12 laws of human nature, the behavior of others stops being a mystery and starts being a set of data points you can actually use. To stop being a victim to difficult people, you have to look past the surface noise and identify the underlying psychological patterns. Before effectively handling anyone else, you have to neutralize your own psychological blind spots. This first phase is mastering yourself. This requires rationality. In a crisis, immediate emotional reactions push you toward terrible decisions. You must actively separate feelings from facts. You also have to audit your own attitude and envy. If you view every single challenge through a lens of fear, you create the very failures you're trying to avoid. Comparing your progress to others, rather than your past performance, creates a resentment cycle, blinding you to your own growth. A lack of clear purpose makes your daily decisions erratic, while early success can breed arrogance that leads to reckless mistakes. Without a clear aim and a realistic view of your own limits, you remain highly reactive to the world around you. When you lack this internal control, you essentially hand over the steering wheel. A manipulator doesn't need to be a genius to exploit you. They wait for your emotional instability to create an opening you simply cannot defend. Once you establish internal clarity, you can move to the middle circle, identifying the behavioral illusions presented by the people around you. People constantly wear masks to hide true intentions. To see what's actually happening, prioritize body language and micro-expressions over the words they say. You'll start to see the law of short-sightedness in action. People who overreact to every immediate problem because they lack long-term vision. These are the individuals who will drain your energy and distract you from your own objectives. You'll also learn to spot repression. An overly friendly, constantly smiling facade often masks simmering frustration. Similarly, societal expectations force people to suppress vital parts of their natural character, making them rigid and defensive when those boundaries are pushed. Systematizing these behavioral observations allows you to anticipate betrayal or toxic behavior long before it has a chance to impact you. This finally leads to the final circle, using your self-mastery and observational skills to actively manage your interactions with others. Navigating conflict requires a shift away from the law of narcissism. Instead of demanding that others understand your perspective, you must default to a stance of wanting to understand theirs first. This is the most effective way to lower someone's defensiveness. If you attack a person's beliefs, they stop listening. But if you validate their position first, the defensive barrier dissolves, making them open to your perspective. You also have to understand covetousness. Humans are wired to desire what isn't easily accessible. By maintaining a calculated level of mystery and not sharing every thought or secret, you maintain a position of influence. Applying these final laws transforms you from a reactive participant into the person who quietly directs the flow of the interaction. Internalizing these 12 laws changes how you process every social interaction. You stop taking toxic behavior personally. When someone lashes out, you identify the exact psychological gears turning inside them, which keeps you from getting pulled into their drama. Human nature stops feeling like a chaotic storm and starts looking like a mapped landscape. You can see the obstacles coming before they arrive. This allows you to replace instinctual, heated reactions with a calculated strategy. You are no longer guessing, you are observing. Lasting resilience in a difficult world is built on this foundation of psychological clarity. By understanding these laws, you gain a level of control that simply walking away from